The Nissan Leaf was the earliest practical BEV on the road, and was a landmark vehicle when it debuted on American highways in late 2010. More than 300,000 of the little electric cars have been sold since, about half of them in the US, making the Leaf, by Nissan's reckoning, the top-selling global BEV of all time. But the Leaf has gained company and lost market share since 2010. Nissan said it sold 11,230 of them last year. According to the California Dealers Group, fewer Leafs were sold in the state in 2017 than the Chevy Bolt EV, Tesla Model S and Model X, and Fiat 500e. Before you start cracking wise about Nissan needing to turn over a new Leaf, the 2018 actually is a new Leaf. The new model goes farther on a charge, recharges faster, has more features, is better looking and costs less than the 2017. The Leaf profile is lower, longer and sleeker. With sportier edges, it looks more like a car and less like a science experiment than previous models. Range has risen to an EPA-approved 151 miles, up from 107 miles, powered by a 40 kWh lithium-ion battery, replacing the 30 kWh battery on earlier models. That and some software changes have made the Leaf livelier. Horsepower and torque numbers are up substantially on the 2018 model, which jets silently from corner to corner and up to freeway speed. The range and battery life can also be extended using a variety of driving modes, giving the driver more control over how the Leaf's battery power is spent. A 6.6 kW onboard charger makes it possible to juice the Leaf up more quickly than previous models. Nissan says the Leaf can be charged at the rate of 22 miles of range per hour on a level 2 charger, or as fast as 90 miles in a half hour at a fast charging station. Among the standard new features is Nissan's e-pedal, a technology that allows the car to apply electronic braking when the driver reduces pressure on the accelerator. This slows the car, and will bring it to a complete stop, while returning energy to the battery. With practice, the actual brakes seldom need to be applied at all, which increases range and extends the life of the brakes. Nissan is proud of its ProPilot driving assistance feature, which is now available in the Leaf. The program is designed to function as an adaptive cruise control system, applying braking and accelerating as needed, and helping the driver steer straight too. Nissan says, the feature is not an autonomous driving system but is a hands-on driver assistance tool, designed to reduce fatigue and stress by liberating the driver from constant use of the brake and accelerator pedals. Nissan has given its Leaf a clean new dashboard look and has used fabric and plastics to produce effective sound deadening. Around town and on the freeway, the Leaf is a nice, quiet car. The driver's cockpit is comfortable and spacious, though the back seats will be a little cramped for full-size adults. Those backseat folks are given cup holders but no plug-in ports for their devices. The storage area behind the front seats is adequate, and gets bigger when the rear seats are folded forward. But as on a lot of BEVs, there's a battery back there, which will make loading a bicycle or large box a little difficult. The entry-level Leaf starts at $30,875. The car comes in S, SV and SL trim lines. Many state and federal jurisdictions offer rebates and tax incentives to BEV buyers. As a further inducement, EPA tests determine that the average Leaf driver will spend only $600 a year on fuel, and will save $3,750 in fuel costs over 5 years of driving, and that's if gasoline prices remain stable. That, paired with a reasonably low MSRP on the Leaf, should help a few people become a little more willing to think about giving up their petrol habit and going electric.
The latest model to join the Subaru global platform will debut this month, and it's a notable nameplate, the Forester. Subaru Corporation posted a teaser photo of the next-gen compact crossover, which will make its global debut March 28 during the New York Auto Show. Not much is visible in the darkened photo, except for what appears to be a wraparound taillight and the Forester name. Spy photos from August suggested that the next generation Forester would keep the same general shape as the current generation, including a sloping windshield, large windows and a tall roof line. The photos also signaled the headlights and grille likely would be similar to those of the Impreza and Crosstrek. The Forester will be the fourth model to join the automaker's global platform. The platform debuted with the redesigned Impreza sedan and hatchback in 2016, followed by the redesigned 2018 Crosstrek. The upcoming 2019 Ascent also will use the platform. In the US, the Forester consistently has been near the top of the brand's sales charts and is a key cog in the automaker's 75 straight months of year-over-year sales increases. Forester sales in the US last year totaled 177,563, down 0.6% from 2016, with only the venerable Outback selling more. Through the first 2 months of 2018, Subaru sold 22,488 Foresters, down 12% from the same time frame in 2017.
Every day, Ross Gerber checks his email for a message from Tesla Incorporated. Then he checks it again. And again. And again. Gerber is one of the 500,000 people with a reservation for the Model 3, Tesla's latest electric sedan, and he's been waiting 2 years for his number to come up. His clients at Gerber Kawasaki Wealth and Investment Management, who own more than $10 million in Tesla shares, are just as eager to have more customers get good news emails from Tesla soon. This is what can happen when the head of an investment firm with his staff at his disposal is also a Tesla superfan and impatient customer. He sends employees on visits to a Model 3 distribution center in Marina del Rey, California, to count the cars. He tracks Model 3 deliveries on Twitter and Facebook, parsing public posts for evidence of new owners. He also checks in with reservation holders he knows around the country to find out who has gotten their congratulatory email from Tesla. Gerber says, laughing about his obsession, "You found the crazy guy." But this is Tesla. There's no shortage of people just like Gerber, hunting for one of the most elusive numbers in the auto industry. Some unleash spy drones at Tesla's factory in Fremont, California, or try to unlock the secret using satellite images. Others read the tea leaves of shipping data or pore over pictures of distribution lots on social media. Bloomberg recently joined the hunt, creating a tool that uses federal vehicle identification data to estimate Tesla's weekly and cumulative production of the car. The Model 3 production rate is of existential importance to Tesla, which blew through almost $3.5 billion last year getting ready to crank out what CEO Elon Musk promises will be the world's biggest selling electric car. Tesla expects to eventually reach annual sales of more than 500,000, with enough popularity in the US to outpace the top-selling luxury cars. About 113,000 BMW 3 Series and Mercedes C-Class sedans were sold last year, combined. But for now, 6 months into a rocky debut, the number of Model 3s on the road remains less than a tenth of what Tesla said it would be. Bloomberg's model detected signs that the weekly production rate actually went in the wrong direction in late February, possibly due to a slowdown or halt while factory equipment was upgraded. A Tesla spokesman confirmed on Sunday that the production line in Fremont was offline for a 5-day period last month, part of an upgrade to the factory. Tesla said in an emailed statement, "Our Model 3 production plan includes periods of planned downtime in both Fremont and Gigafactory 1-inch. These periods are used to improve automation and systematically address bottlenecks in order to increase production rates." The unusual focus on manufacturing numbers is a problem of Tesla's own making. While most car companies report sales every month, Tesla releases its numbers only quarterly. That leaves a lot of time for speculation, with fortunes hanging in the balance. The last time Tesla reported Model 3 production, on January 3, analysts and investors were caught off guard by unexpectedly low numbers. Tesla lost as much as $700 million in market value the morning after the release, and bond prices tumbled. So Wall Street speculators and Tesla fans have taken matters into their own hands, and some of these homebrewed estimates can be prescient. Vosy Todorovic, an automotive writer based in North Carolina, first spotted indications of Tesla's production woes back in December by scouring U.S. import records for parts Tesla buys from overseas suppliers. He focused on wheel covers and small 12-volt batteries used to power some of the Model 3 electronics. By dividing the weight of the shipping pallets by the weight of the parts, Todorovic came up with some upper limits for Tesla's possible production, which were lower than Tesla forecast at the time. He explains, if they only have 2,000 of a part, that means they're only going to be able to produce 2,000 cars with that part until they get the next shipment. Todorovic made a final guess at Tesla's total Model 3 output in 2017 that was just a few dozen cars off Tesla's actual production figure of 2,685. He relied on vehicle identification numbers, VINs, which are registered with safety regulators and displayed on every new car sold in the U.S. Tesla switched a batch of unused VINs it registered in 2017 into 2018 production, signaling precisely how many VINs the company had used by year's end. It was a once-a-year trick.